Hello, everyone. Today is Sunday, and I have decided that I'm going to start doing a Sunday soul message uh, in video. So I decided to choose the Angels of Abundance deck by Doreen Virtue. It's one of my favorite abundance decks. And so we're going to see what your abundance angels have to say. And so we're just going to tune in. I'm going to just draw a card, and then we're going to see what your message is around abundance. This is a big theme right now for the month of March, moving into April. We are in a time for 2019 where abundance is actually a really important concept. We are actually being asked to open to be more receptive to receiving the abundance in our lives. And when we usually use the word abundance, we think of abundance as money, but it's not always money. It could be opportunities that lead to money. It could be connecting with people that then lead to openings for more financial abundance in your life. It could be an abundance of friends that makes you happier, and then you end up earning more money because of that. So there's all these ways that abundance wants to enter our lives. The truth is we are already abundant beings, but we've been taught a lot of lies and illusions about abundance through religious institutions, etc., through our family systems and their issues with abundance and money and flow and prosperity. And so many times the reason why maybe abundance may not be something that you're seeing in your life, that you're actually witnessing or experiencing in your life, is because there are blocks. So we're going to ask your abundance angels, and I'm tuning into the whole energy of all of you who are going to open this email and watch this video and just see what the abundance angels have to say. So I'm just going to draw a card, and we're going to share the message that comes through. And we're just going to set the intention that you receive the transmission, the message, the deeper message that's here for you around abundance in your life, the flow of money in your life, wealth, prosperity, maybe something having to do with your career or your business. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to knock these cards with light, and I'm just going to ask that the beautiful abundance angels of the divine bring us a message. All right. Here is the message. Words of abundance. Words of abundance is the card. There's a little bit of a glare here. I'm going to read what the message says. It says, you have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms. And that is what you attract for yourself and for others. Wow, this is a really important message. The work that I have personally done around abundance and some of the classes I've taken, some of the mentors that I have had in the past around aligning to abundance, this is actually one of the first teachings when you're working with aligning yourself to abundance, especially if you haven't had it in your life, is what are the words you are speaking and what are the words you are thinking? Oh my gosh, it is one of the biggest blocks that most people have who struggle with abundance, is this is the first mistake they make. And one of my first mentors around abundance once told me in a session, never, ever, ever use this particular phrase. So I'm going to share this with you that I paid lots of money for, and this is now yours. Never use this phrase. I can't afford it. If you are someone who uses that phrase a lot, then guess what? You're telling the universe you can't afford it, and the universe goes, okay, you can't. And then you block the flow of abundance that would actually open you to afford whatever it is that you are desiring. Maybe it's a trip. Maybe it's a material thing such as a car or a new home or something as simple as, maybe a pair of shoes you've been wanting for a long time. If you say the phrase, I can't afford it, you're actually blocking the flow of abundance in your life. So words that you speak actually become more powerful. You actually send them into your energy field, and then they become your reality. And we're not kidding. This is like for real. Science has now been doing some really fascinating research on the vibration of words, which I won't get into because there's a lot there. But anyway, it's out there on the net if you want to look up all of that. So the vibration of your words will attract that energy. So this whole phrase of I can't afford it, never say that again. And when you catch yourself, go, cancel, clear, delete, universe, cancel, clear, delete. I didn't mean that. The truth is, yes, when you really want something, you can't afford it. You'll figure it out, won't you? If you think back to something you really wanted really badly, somehow you made it happen. So you don't want to constantly block yourself with saying that phrase. So you want to completely take it out of your vocabulary forever, like never use it again. And if there's people in your life that are constantly using it, then it's actually affecting you and affecting your energy frequency. So with love, let them know that you would rather not say that phrase around you, and share with them maybe some wisdom around the fact that it's probably blocking their abundance. So this is important. So not just I can't afford it, but there's all kinds of other things that you probably think, and maybe you don't say it. Or maybe there are other things that you say that have to do with something negative around money or abundance or prosperity or wealth or the rich or being rich. So you need to sit here and think about, gosh, what am I saying that's actually blocking my abundance? What am I thinking that maybe I'm not saying out loud that's maybe blocking my abundance? Maybe I'm judging other people with money. Maybe I am believing all the lies that are being, shared out there on the news, etc. I'm actually reading about it, and I'm letting my whole brain and energy be programmed by fear around money and the economy, which actually isn't true. So sorry, there's noise outside. So what's really important is for you to be in a place to really look at how, in some way, you are using words or thinking words that are blocking your abundance. So that brings me to something I'm really excited about. I'm going to be doing an abundance alignment series that actually starts this Friday at 7:30 p.m. in person here in my home studio. So let me just share a little bit about this series. I've actually never done an abundance alignment series ever. I've done some manifestation series, I've done some series on money, but this is the first one where we're going to really focus on aligning your frequency to the frequency of abundance, because the only reason you don't have abundance in your life is because you're not aligned to it. And you have to figure out why you're not aligned to it. It could be the things you're thinking. It could be unconscious belief systems. It could be maybe a trauma you had in the past associated with money, or losing it, or not able to keep it. So there's a lot of reasons why we don't align to, or we're not aligned to, abundance. So this series that I'm going to offer is going to help you get aligned. So you have 3 in-person with me sessions that are actually a group. Okay, so whoever signs up for this, we're going to come together as a powerful group of people, and we're going to work on some particular issues around how we are blocked and how we're not aligned to the frequency of abundance. Then we're going to have 3 online calls that are actually video calls like this, where we're going to be on video and you're going to hear me and see me, and we're going to see you, and we're going to have these calls. And if you can't be on video, that's fine. There's also a phone number you can call as well. So the 3 in-person circles and then 3 online circles, and we're going to focus. We're going to actually focus on where you are not aligned to the frequency of abundance, and we're going to work on that alignment as a group. Now, why a group? It is so much more powerful when we come together and bring to the table all of these blockages around abundance, because as one person in the group shifts into alignment, guess what? We all shift in that area. So it's actually less work for you individually when you come together as a group to work on your abundance alignment. So part of this series, again, 3 in person and 3 on the phone, starts on Friday, March the 29th, which is at 7:30 p.m. here in my home. We're going to be having our first circle. And so everyone who chooses to join this abundance alignment series can show up that day. And for instance, we will work in person on some things that have to do with how we need to shift kind of the ways we're thinking and being. Okay, so you're going to be learning some tools. And as part of that in person, you're going to get to experience the gong and gong sound healing. Gong is powerful. The sound of the gong can clear up so many blockages in your body that could take me many sessions to clear. We can clear it in one gong session. So we're going to be setting up some powerful experiences and then ending with a gong sound healing to clear up some of the blockages to abundance in those 3 in-person. So the 3 in-persons are March the 29th, Friday, April the 5th, and Friday, April the 12th. And I'm going to be, that's actually in the email below. So all this information will be there. Our online calls will be on April the 2nd, which is a Tuesday, April the 9th, and April the 16th, and that's at 12 noon. Now, know that we're going to record. So if you can't make some of these or one of these, it's going to be recorded for you so that you can still be a part of that. And as part of this experience, those who decide to sign up for this Abundance Alignment series, you get to save, okay? So you have to sign up by this Wednesday, okay? So today is the 24th, which is a Sunday. Okay, so tomorrow's the 25th, 26th, 27th. So on the 27th is the last day to sign up for the savings. So this is regularly $444, but if you sign up by Wednesday, you get the whole thing for $333, and you can put down a deposit of just $111 to start. So you don't have to pay the full $333 on Wednesday. You can just put down a deposit of $111, and that holds the price of $333 for you. So you don't have to pay the $444. You get to pay the $333, and so then you get to pay the other $222 over the course of the session. So you can pay the other $222 the next week, the week after, as long as it's paid by April 16th. You can break it down into 2 payments of $111 each through the month of April until the 16th when it ends. So it's very doable and it's very workable. And just know that as part of you telling the universe, I want to align to the energy of abundance, just by stepping forward and acting on this series, you're already telling the universe, yes, I'm ready to align to my abundance. And things will already start moving for you as you begin to move forward. You know, they say you have to spend money to make money. They really do mean that. That's actually a truth. Energetically, you have to be willing to allow the give and the take, okay? So you have to be able to allow being able to give and receive. So part of the process we're going to learn in this alignment series is how we are not energetically receptive to abundant energy, where we're blocking that flow of receptivity within our energy field. So that's going to be a part of this process to help you open to receiving all kinds of things, free things, things that will benefit your life in all kinds of ways. It may not just be money. So just know that you can receive all kinds of things from the universe, opportunities, new jobs, things along those lines, including relationships. It doesn't have to be a material thing, okay? So if this sounds wonderful to you, if you are ready to align to abundance this year, because this is actually the year to do it, this is an abundance year. So if you're not experiencing the abundance, something's out of alignment. And we're still at the beginning of the year, okay? We just had the new year, the spring equinox, which is considered the new year. And so we're literally at the beginning of the new year. So it's not too late to actually start getting into alignment with the whole energy of abundance. So I hope this calls to you. I would love to have a wonderful group of souls to get together for our 3 circles and for our online. All the details are below in this email. So I hope you heed the message of your abundance angels who said to be careful of your words and start using abundance words. Start using words that are positive, that are in the direction of abundance, not the I can't. Remember that phrase, I can't afford, never again. Really align to how can I start speaking and thinking in terms of being an abundant person. You know, there's a mistake that people make. They say, well, once I'm abundant, once I have money, or once I have whatever it is I want, then I will feel this. Sorry, it's not how the universe works. The universe will respond to your feelings first, your thoughts and your words first. So you have to actually feel abundant so that you can align to abundance so that it shows up. And what happens is we're sitting here feeling miserable, feeling poor, feeling whatever the negative stuff is, and we're, hoping magically that somehow abundance is going to show up in our lives. No, that's not how it works. We have to feel it and believe it and align to it first. Then you will begin to see the signs of the universe feeling that vibration and sending you examples of abundance in your life. So if you're someone who's always been in the opposite of abundance, then it makes a lot of sense that that's what you've created and that's what you're seeing in your life, lack of abundance, because you're in a lack mentality. And so this is why it's so important to really honestly look at what you're thinking, what you're saying, what you're feeling. So in order to create abundance, you have to feel it. You have to feel abundant on a daily basis. And the truth is, if you look at nature, oh my gosh, nature is abundant in all ways. Look at spring. Spring is an abundant time. So you can actually just go into nature and feel the energy of nature and how abundant nature is. You know, here you had this tree that had nothing on it. It completely lost all its leaves. It was bare. It actually in some ways looks dead. And then all of a sudden in spring, all these abundant shoots of green, tiny leaves start to come out. And you're like, wow, that tree actually looked dead this winter. And look at this. All these abundant little sprouts are coming out on the limbs. That's a sign of abundance. Nature is naturally abundant. We are part of nature. We're naturally abundant. But when we don't believe it, when we don't feel it, then we can't create it. That's the bottom line. That is a truth. So I hope you will be interested in taking advantage of the savings by signing up by this Wednesday with a deposit of $111 only, and that holds you for the 333 for the whole series. Like I said, I've done other money series and other manifestation series before, about 2 or 3 years ago, and those particular series were like, you know, twice the cost of what I'm offering this for. So just know that I really want to see everybody experiencing abundance in 2019. And so I got a really strong hit of guidance that I needed to offer this, because I know there's people out there. I know that you are out there and you're struggling with this whole idea of abundance, and you're kind of done with the struggle and you need help. And you know, if you knew what to do, you would already have done it. And the truth is, we are needing to like give up this idea that we have to do it by ourselves and figure out all our life problems by ourselves. Abundance is one of those things. It is difficult to work on trying to heal your lack mentality by yourself. You really do need the support of a group and group energy to help you shift. So I hope you take advantage of the fact that I'm offering this series. I'm excited about the wonderful changes that are going to happen for those who choose to join. And like I said, if you just put down your deposit of $111 by this Wednesday, you get to save $111. And at the same time, you also are telling universe, I'm ready to be abundant. I am abundant. This is why I put down this deposit, because I am abundant. Money is coming, and I'm going to be in alignment with that energy so that it comes. And I'm going to clear out all this negative thinking, this lack mentality. I'm ready to change the way I speak. I'm ready to change the way I think in order for me to align and feel the truth that I already am an abundant being. I just forgot. And this is going to be a series that will help remind you. So I hope you join me. Sending you all lots of love, lots of abundance this year in 2019. Happy spring equinox that we just had, happy full moon that we just had. We're really in a beautiful energy right now that truly is full of a lot of support for you to align with the things that you really desire. And for most of us, we really can't do the things in life that we really want to do if we're not aligned to abundance. That's just the way the world is right now. And if we have a negative attitude about that, that's blocking our abundance. So I hope you really take to heart the message that came through tonight with our abundance angels and the messages that I shared with you. There's some interesting tools I just shared, including not to use that particular phrase anymore. And just see what happens. Just don't use that phrase. Don't even think it for 30 days. And let's just see what happens. I'd love to hear how that works for you to change some of your negative thinking and some of your lack mentality and instead move into abundance mentality. How does an abundant person feel? How does an abundant person think? Now, if you grew up without that, then it's difficult for you to figure that one out. This is why we want to come together as a group to actually create that. So just know you don't have to struggle on your own anymore. It's time for you to allow the village to support you and moving into alignment with the energy of abundance. So sending lots of love to everybody. I'm hoping to do these Sunday soul messages at least twice a month. I would like to do it every single Sunday, but that may not always be the reality given my schedule. But I'm going to at least try to do this twice a month with a message coming from one of the decks and what Spirit wants to share with everyone. Y'all have a beautiful, amazing week this end of March. And hopefully I will see you on Friday as part of this new abundance series. Love and light to everybody. Mwah! Bye.